Cassie takes the stand again, and some of the text messages that were read were wild. Let's get to it.
Cassie Ventura is back on the stand in the Sean Diddy Combs trial, facing questions from the defense. Right now, they're asking Cassie about messages surrounding her involvement in so-called freak-offs. In one 2009 message, Cassie wrote to Diddy, "When we used to freak off, when we were so in love, there were no questions asked. It felt right, like it literally made sense for the next step in our sex life together. I get nervous that I'm just becoming the girlfriend that you get your fantasies off with, and that's it. I don't get the other part." And the defense showed another message from 2009 where she told Diddy, quote, "I'm always ready to freak off." During her first 2 days on the stand, Cassie testified Diddy frequently beat her, threatened her, coerced her to have sex with strangers on camera, and made her plan the freak-off events. Combs has pleaded not guilty to all charges, and now the defense is trying to paint the picture of a complicated but consensual relationship. ABC's Rena Roy and ABC News legal contributor Bernardo Villalona are at the courthouse. Rena, what's the latest from court?
Before we hear what they have to say, I'm just going to say this. Diddy, you're a wild man. You're a wild man, and you kind of deserve to go to jail, all right? Because I know they're trying to paint her saying that, oh, it was consensual and stuff like that, and it could have been. It could have been. But all you had to do was not involve her. Not involve her. Why would you involve your girlfriend or your wife in these crazy things unless she is absolutely like over 25 with a brain is fully developed and she absolutely agrees to where she has it on paper that she signs an NDA saying that, hey, listen, you know, I agree to all this stuff, Ray. You an idiot. You are a complete and utter idiot, and you're going to be looked at as a monster forever.
Well, Diane, I can tell you that jurors are seeing some very explicit text messages that are just too graphic to share on air here. But essentially what the defense is trying to show is that Cassie Ventura not only wanted to participate in these freak-offs, but that she enjoyed them in the beginning. In one text, as you mentioned, she said, "I'm always ready to freak off." They're also trying to show that as time went on, her reluctance to participate was only because she wanted more from the relationship. You read that text message that was also presented from the defense from 2009. Ventura wrote, "I get nervous that I'm just becoming the girlfriend that you get your fantasies off with, and that's it. I don't get the other part." So this is them just trying to take the guilt off of Combs and putting it on Ventura instead, and her insecurities about the relationship. Diane.
And Bernardo, the defense is showing these new messages to try to paint Cassie as a consensual partner in these freak-offs. Now, the prosecution had to know about these messages, right? So why not bring them up while they were questioning her?
Because they're idiots, all right? They're idiots. What prosecution would not bring that up? You know the defense is going to rail on her about that right there. And you have all that evidence as well. I would have brought that up. I would have been like, well, Miss Ventura, you know, it seems that, you know, you said that you really wanted to be a part of these freak-offs and that you loved him and this, that, and that, and you wanted to do everything for him. Okay, you have to be the first one on it. Don't allow, if I'm a prosecution, I'm not gonna allow the defense to even get that far. Or they could cross-examine her about it, but I got there first. Now, it looks like, it makes the prosecution look like they're stupid, okay? But that's one part, they got other witnesses and stuff like that, but let's hear what the other woman in the red have to say. She's looking good too.
Absolutely, Diane, because you have to think it is the prosecution that turned over these messages to the defense in discovery. So obviously the prosecution was well aware of these messages and what the context of these messages. So in terms of why the prosecutor wouldn't have brought that out during the direct examination, they must have a plan. They must have a plan because they also didn't mention this during opening statements. So this may backfire on them. I am concerned for the prosecution. But then again, we have hours and hours of cross-examination to still endeavor. So, Diane.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this video up to this point. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please like the video, make some comments after you watch the video. That will help me out with the algorithm. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. That will greatly help me out. I'm inching my way close up to 800 subscribers. I want to get past that by the end of the month. And I would love to get towards 1,000 subscribers by September. But I can only do it with your help. So please help a brother out. Thank you for watching. Let's get back to it.
And Bernardo, we're also getting an update from court now where they're reading more text messages where Cassie and Diddy are talking about how they often made love after these freak-offs. How is the prosecution, you think, going to handle all of this on redirect?
Well, the prosecution is definitely going to focus on the timeline. So remember, this is an 11-year relationship. So while things may have been good in the beginning, that is different in the sense of how this relationship actually progressed. So the prosecution is going to continue, and they're going to look at this timeline and redirect her back to that state of mind where she was actually being coerced by Sean Combs.
Rena, what are you watching for next?
Well, look, Diane, we're likely going to see much more of the same throughout today and possibly even tomorrow. This same line of questioning that we are seeing from the defense, because this is really getting to the heart of their argument when it comes to coercion here. They are going to keep poking holes, trying to poke holes in Ventura's testimony here, and try to show that she was an eager sexual partner who matched Combs's desires. So we're going to be seeing similar line of questioning throughout the rest of the day.
Could they show that with Cassie? Yeah, of course. All right. With all the text messages and stuff, they could show that she was an eager participant and she matched his, type of sexual desires and stuff like that. And she wanted to be and take a part of it. Yes, they could do that. But that still doesn't negate the fact that this guy is a flipping monster. Okay? For you to even want to involve your girlfriend or your wife in that, you gotta be crazy. Like, this is the problem with people that have hella money and don't really know what to do with it. All right? You kind of have these craziness in your mind and you want to have all these freak offs and stuff like that. That's cool. That's cool. Whatever you want to do that get you off, get your rocks off, and all those drug-filled fantasies you want, cool. Do it away from where you eat. There's an old saying, never crap where you eat. And this is what he did. He took a big giant doo-doo on where he ate. And it's ridiculous. He would have never been in this situation if he did not involve Cassie. If she didn't want to get into, especially she being young, all you had to do was say, hey, listen, baby girl, stay home. I'm going to do, my thing on the side. And this, that, and third. You, P. Diddy, you're known for this stuff around the industry. Do it on the side, just don't involve her. Do not involve any women that you want to be in a serious relationship with. If you have your little freak offs on the side, cool, but don't involve her. That was his biggest mistake, because we would have never heard about anything. I mean, in the industry, it would have been known, but we would have never heard anything, and Cassie wouldn't have been able to sue his ass if he didn't involve her. That was his biggest mistake. And men, let me tell you something, especially, men who making it, who got money and stuff. It doesn't matter the race, black, white, Asian, Latino, Indian, doesn't matter. Do not involve the women that you say that you love and you care about in your craziness. You could let them know and say, hey, listen, I'm going to be doing this, such and such and that. Be honest with them and just make sure you use condoms and protection and all that stuff, because now his ass is going to go down. If he gets off, let's just say he gets off, nothing's going to be the same. Nobody's going to trust him in the music industry. Nobody's going to trust him in Hollywood. Everybody's going to look at him with the side eye because they know about the craziness that he's done. It's over for him. It's over for him. Even if he gets off, it is over for him. But it is what it is. Well, my brothers and sisters, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I know your time is valuable, but you spent it with me. Thank you. Thank you. If you haven't already, please like the video. Make some comments. Tell me how you feel about this situation. Do you feel that the defense got one up on the prosecution, or do you feel the prosecution is just holding back for more craziness? Tell me how you feel. I would greatly like to hear from you. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. Reason being, as a YouTuber, I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to get up to 800 subscribers by the end of the month. That would greatly help me out. And I'm trying to get over 1,000 subscribers by September so that I can be able to earn some YouTube shillings and be able to buy stuff for my future classroom. But I can only do it with your help. So please help a brother out. Thank you for watching. Be safe. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace.